Our topic for today is linear equations in two variables. So we will tackle all the topics under linear equations in two variables, except the systems of linear equations in two variables. So lahat ng kailangan nating malaman about linear equations in two variables ay nandito sa video na to, except yung systems of linear equations in two variables. Bago yan, marami tayong dapat malaman para maunawaan nating mabuti ang linear equations in two variables. Una, you have to know about the rectangular coordinate system or the Cartesian coordinate system. Ano ba tong system na to? It is proposed by René Descartes. Sinearch pa natin yung pronunciation niyan. That's René Descartes. Siya yung proponent ng rectangular coordinate system or yung tinatawag nating Cartesian coordinate system. So siguro halata nyo naman bakit Cartesian yung naging tawag sa kanya, di ba? It's from the surname of the proponent, Descartes. Then, what are coordinates? So pag sinabi natin coordinates, we have the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. Mamaya, mas maiintindihan nyo pa ano yung sinasabi kong coordinates. Now, here's a graphing paper and the rectangular coordinate system is used in graphing. We have this horizontal line. Kung naaalala nyo, pinag-aralan nyo nung grade 7 ang number line. So, this is our number line. Wherein, kung saan tayo nagsisimula ng pagbilang from left to right or kung saan yung simula ng counting natin ng units is 0. So, 1 unit to the right of 0 is positive 1. Then, 2 units at the right of 0 is positive 2. And so on. Pagdating sa left side ng number line, it becomes a negative number or integer. So, one step to the left of 0 is negative 1. Then negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Naalala nyo ba? Yan yung number line na pinag-aralan ninyo. So, sa rectangular coordinate system, hindi lang siya isang number line. Meron pa tayong isa pang number line. So, itong horizontal number line na to, ito yung tinatawag nating x-axis o yung abscissa. Pagdating sa rectangular coordinate system, ang tawag na natin dun sa horizontal line ay x-axis or abscissa. Now, we also have a vertical line. Dito naman, kapag upward yung direction mo ng counting, that's positive. Pag downward, that's negative naman. So here, let's count. 1 step upward, that's positive 1. Then 2 steps upward, positive 2, and so on. Downward, it will become negative. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. This is called the y-axis or the coordinate. So tandaan nyo mabuti yan na x-axis yung horizontal, y-axis yung vertical. X-axis yung pahiga, y-axis yung patayo na linya. So, para lang tayong nag-aral ng globo na may mga horizontal and vertical lines, parang longitude, latitude. So, itong rectangular coordinate system works like a globe or a map na pang-locate ng isang lugar or ng isang position sa plane or sa space. For example, ito yung location na nire-represent ng point na to. What are the coordinates of this point? So, this is an ordered pair. Pag sinabi natin coordinates, ordered pair. So, open parenthesis x, comma, y, close parenthesis. Ordered pair ang tawag sa kanya kasi meron talaga siyang tamang pagkakasunod-sunod. Ano yung nauuna? Laging yung x. then susunod lang yung y. Now, paano ginagamit yan? So, yung point natin, una, tingnan muna natin yung x-axis, saan siya nakatapat. So, saan nakatapat ang ating point? Pagdating sa x-axis, ibig sabihin dun sa horizontal line natin titingnan. So, yan, nakaturo dyan na ito ay nakatapat sa positive 3. Therefore, yung x-coordinate niya is positive 3. Yun yung una nating isusulat as ordered pair. Then, ano naman yung katapat niya sa vertical line? Negative 2. Therefore, ang y-coordinate natin ay negative 2. So, yun palang ordered pair, yun pala yung coordinates ng x tsaka ng y. Kung saan, nauuna mo lang isulat yung x-coordinate kaysa sa y-coordinate. Parang alphabetical order din lang, di ba? Nauuna ang x kaysa sa y. Parang x mo rin, di ba? Nauna. Joke. Okay, next. Another point. Let's identify the coordinates of this point. Saan ulit tayo unang titingin? Unang tayong titingin sa x-axis. Yan, pinapaalala natin, ang una nating susulat na coordinate ay yung sa x. Saan siya nakatapat? Sa negative 2. So, that's our first coordinate, negative 2. Saan ulit siya nakatapat? Sa positive 2. So, now, the coordinates of that point are negative 2, 2. We also have what we call the quadrant. So, makikita mo naman, pag nagsulat tayo ng x-axis at ng y-axis, the plane is divided into 4 parts. Yun yung tinatawag nating quadrant. Then, yung quadrant natin, ang pagbilang natin ay counterclockwise or salungat doon sa galaw ng kamay ng relo. So, halimbawa, dito tayo nag-umpisa ng quadrant 1. Positive yung x, positive din yung y. Ang susunod natin na quadrant ay yung nandito sa left side natin. So, quadrant 2, kasi nga salungat sa kilos ng kamay ng relo. So, ang x-coordinate natin, kung makikita nyo, lahat sila ay negative, pero pagdating sa y, lahat ay positive. Pagdating sa quadrant 3, tingin nyo, nasaan kaya yung quadrant 3? Siyempre, nandito sa baba. And ang x natin ay negative, ang y ay negative din. Then quadrant 4, ang x ay positive, ang y ay negative. Hopefully, malinaw sa atin kung ano yung mga pinagsasabi kong positive and negative. Tingnan nyo lamang yung ating rectangular coordinate system. Now, bakit rectangular coordinate system? I think it's because it looks rectangular and it uses coordinates. Now, what if binigay sa'yo yung coordinates? Kasi mas madali, di ba? Pag yung may point, hahanapin mo lang kung saan nakatapat. E paano kung ang ibinigay sa'yo coordinates and you have to plot the points? When you say plot, you will put the points on the graph. We have here negative 1, negative 5. Again, ang nauuna ay yung x-coordinate at susunod lamang yung y-coordinate. Meaning, yung negative 1, doon natin sa horizontal line hahanapin. Where's negative 1? Yun. So, nilagyan natin ng vertical line yung negative 1 para makita natin kung nasaan ba si negative 1. Next, negative 5 naman. Nasaan si negative 5? Hindi na tayo doon sa horizontal line titingin. Doon na tayo sa vertical line. Nasaan ang negative 5? Ayun. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung line na drawing natin na nag-pass through sa negative 1 at nag-pass through sa negative 5 ay mayroong point of intersection. Yun. Yung point na yon ng intersection ng -1 tsaka -5, yun yung hinahanap nating point. So, doon natin ilalagay si -1, -5. Now, tingnan natin yung technique natin kanina pag yung may nakalagay na point. So, di ba nakatapat yung point sa -1 ng x at nakatapat din siya sa -5 ng y. Huwag kayong malilito sa x and y, basta yung x yun yung sa pahiga, yung y yung sa patayo. Pwede rin naman na ganito yung gawin natin. Yan, mula sa 0, remember, di ba yung 0 yung pinagmumulan natin lagi ng counting? So, lagi kayong dyan mag-uumpisa ng pagbilang nyo. So, sabi dun sa points natin, sa coordinate natin ng points, ay -1 daw yung x. So, -1 yung x, -1 horizontally. So, ibig sabihin, pupunta tayo ng 1 unit to the left. Yan. E di yan na yung sa may x. Pero hindi pa natin lalagay yung point kasi wala pa tayo dun sa -5. Now, from there, sa kinuha nating coordinate ng x, ay pupunta naman tayo sa -5 ng y. Ibig sabihin, we will move downward 5 units. 1 unit downward, 2 units downward, 3 units downward, 4 units downward, 5 units downward. Nakita nyo ba? Hindi na ako nagsimula sa 0 nung ang -5 na ang aking hinahanap. Nilocate ko muna si -1 at saka ako nag-move downward. Ganun po ang gagawin. So, that's our point for -1, -5. Magulo ba? Pwede nating pangalanan yung point na yan na point A. O capital letter lang yung gagamitin natin sa pagpapangalan ng point. Sige, try pa natin ang isa pang point. 3, -1. So, our x-coordinate is 3. So, from 0 again, bibilang tayo ng 3 units to the left or right? To the right, kasi positive 3 nga. Yan. So, diniretso na natin. Hindi na tayo nagbilang na isa-isa. Then, from there, we will move 2 units downward kasi -2. So, there. Yan na ang ating point for 3, -2 at pwede nating pangalanan yan as point B. Now, if we connect these points, this will form a line. Ibig sabihin, if we have 2 points, those are already enough to draw a line. Hindi mo na kailangang damihan pa. Pero pwede mo namang gawin yun, it's just that the minimum number of points na kailangan natin para makabuo ng line is just 2. So, we call this, since ang kinoconnect ng line na to ay points A and B, we call that line AB. Mukhang malapit na tayo sa linear equation kasi nabanggit na natin si line. There are a lot of points composing line AB. Now, we have this linear equation in 2 variables. That line can be represented by an equation. Ibig sabihin, yung linya pala na ginawa natin kanina, may katumbas siya na equation. At yung equation na katumbas niya, ang tawag doon ay linear equation in 2 variables. This is written in the format ax plus by equals c, wherein a, b, and c are constants. Puro number yung a, b, tsaka c. X and y lang yung ating variables. Not both a and b are zeros. Kasi pag naging 0 ang pareho sa kanila, then it means constant na lang yung natira. Number na lang. This is also referred to as the standard form of linear equation. So, pag nakita niyo yung format na yan, ang tawag dyan ay standard form of linear equation. Mamaya mas maunawaan niyo pa, ano ba ibig sabihin niyan, yung ax plus by equals c. Ang example niyan ay 2x plus 3y equals 32. Pansinin niyo, yung x ay may katabing numerical coefficient na 2, which means that's the value of a. Yung y naman, may numerical coefficient na 3, that means that's the value of b. And 32 is the value of c. This equation will only be true if we can find an ordered pair that will satisfy the equation. O, nagets mo ba? Ibig sabihin, magiging totoo lang yan, di tayo sure kasi pwedeng magbago-bago ang values ng x and y. Pero magiging totoo lang yan kapag tama ang values ng x and y para maging equal talaga sa 32 yung t na 2 sa x at t na 3 sa y. Parang ang gulo nung sinabi ko, di ba? Pero, eto, tingnan natin. Halimbawa, yan na nga, yung ating linear equation in two variables. Two variables kasi x at y. So, si 2x plus 3y equals 32. Tingnan natin kung magiging true ang equation na to or magiging totoo ang equation na to base sa coordinates na ibibigay sa atin. So, which of the following ordered pairs will make the equation 2x plus 3y equals 32 true? Yan yung mga coordinates na gagamitin natin. So, i-test natin. Ang una, 4, 10. Alin dyan ang x-coordinate? Ang x-coordinate dyan ay 4. Ang y-coordinate ay 10. We will substitute those values doon sa ating equation na 2x plus 3y equals 32. Yung x papalitan natin ng 4. Ang y ay papalitan ng 10. So, it became 2 times 4 plus 3 times 10 equals 32. 2 times 4 equals 8. 3 times 10 is 30. Is 8 plus 30 equals 32? No. 38 is not equal to 32. Meaning, 4, 10 did not make the equation true. Therefore, 4, 10 is not a point on the line 2x plus 3y equals 32. Ay, ganun pala yun. Kapag naging true ang equation dahil sa ibinigay na coordinates, yun palang coordinates na yun ay point on the line. Nakita nyo yung mga points kanina sa line, di ba? Nasa line lang siya. Ibig sabihin dito, sa ating example na 4, 10, naging false siya eh. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya nasa line na 2x plus 3y equals 32. Yung letter B, 10, 4. So, x equals 10, y equals 4. Let's substitute again the values of 10 and 4. 2 times 10 plus 3 times 4 equals 32. 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times 4 is 12. And if we add 20 and 12, that is 32. So, 32 is equal to 32. 10, 4 made the equation true. Therefore, it is a point on the line 2x plus 3y equals 32. Point pala. On the line ang 10, 4. Yung C kaya, yung pangatlong point. Negative 2, 12. So, ang x natin ay negative 2, ang y ay 12. 2x plus 3y equals 32. Let's substitute negative 2 to x. And let's substitute 12 to y. It became 2 times negative 2 plus 3 times 12 equals 32. 2 times negative 2, negative 4. 3 times 12, 36. And remember that if we add integers of unlike signs, then we have to subtract. So 36 minus 4 equals 32. it is again equal to the constant 32. So it is true. Negative 2 comma 12 made our equation true. Therefore, it is a point on the line. So, kung igagraph natin yung points na yun, 10, 4, and negative 2, 12, ito yung parehong naging true ang equation. Graph natin para lang makita natin paano kaya ang itsura ng graph nung equation na binigay sa atin. So, 10, 4. Yan. So, nagsimula tayo sa 10, then umakyat tayo ng 4 units. That's our first point. Then, we'll start again with 0. We will have negative 2, 12. So, ang x ay negative 2. We will go there. Then, 12 units upward. Edi, takbuhin natin from negative 2 papuntang 12. And that's our point. Now, let us connect these points, and that's the graph of the equation 2x plus 3y equals 32. So, pwede pala na mag-graph ka ng equation by having your own set of points. Basta dapat maging true yung equation pag pinalitan mo ng values yung x tsaka yung y. So, what if we only have the linear equation? How can we draw its graph? Yung kanina kasi, di ba, nagbigay ako ng points, kaya may idea ka na kung ano i-check mo. Paano kung linear equation lang talaga yung binigay sa'yo? And pinapag-graph sa'yo. Paano mo i-graph yung linear equation na yon? Sige nga. Alalahanin natin, ang linear equation in two variables ay may standard form na ax plus by equals c. Pero, may isa pa tong format. Ito naman yung y equals mx plus b. So, number ulit yan na, yung m tsaka yung b. M is the slope or the steepness of a line. Pag sinabing steepness, gaano katarik or gaano nakahilis yung linya. Kaya nga ang tawag dyan ay slope-intercept form kasi M ay slope, ang B naman ay intercept. So yung sa slope, ito yung reason bakit merong hindi gaanong nakahiga na line, merong malapit ng humiga, at merong talagang nakahiga na at merong nakapatayong line. So, yun yung function ni slope, kaya hinahanap din siya or sinusolve din siya sa math. If a line is horizontally drawn, then the slope is 0. Wala siyang tarik. Nakapahiga lang siya eh. Pagka naman, the line is drawn vertically, M is undefined. So, ibig sabihin lang yan, hindi mo ma-identify kung gaano siya katarik kasi matarik siya. Yung ganyan. Pero sobrang tarik niya na straighten na yung line wherein hindi natin pwedeng masukat yon. Also, later, we will understand bakit magiging undefined. Sana nga, ma-understand. So, yan, lumitaw na yung ating B. Ang meaning ng B ay Y-intercept. Pag sinabi namang Y-intercept, doon dumadaan yung line sa Y-axis. So, anong part ng Y-axis dumadaan yung line? Ang lalayo ng letters, Bakit M yung slope, tapos B yung Y-intercept? Basta unawain nyo na lang yung format na yan, yung y equals mx plus b, para hindi na kayo malito. Tandaan natin, ang format ng linear equation ay pwedeng ax plus by equals c at pwede ring y equals mx plus b. So, discuss natin tong m na to, or ano yung tawag sa kanya kanina? Pinakita ko? Ang tawag sa kanya ay slope. So, ang slope ay may formulang rise or fall over run. Or, slope is the vertical change over the horizontal change. Yung pagbabago ng angat over pagbabago ng takbo horizontally. So, that's change in Y over change in X. Ilan ba yung nabago sa Y? Ilan ba yung nabago sa X? Now, that is why we have this formula for the slope. Y sub 2 minus Y sub 1 over X sub 2 minus X sub 1. So, yung mga Y, pinag-minus natin sa taas, at yung mga X naman, pinag-minus sa baba. Kasi nga, vertical change over horizontal change. Change in Y over change in X. And, take note, it's rise or fall kasi it can be upward. Yung direction na pinag-uusapan natin dito can be upward or downward. Pag upward, edi rise. Pag downward, edi fall. Pag rise, positive. Pag fall, edi negative. Let's try this. So, ang magiging sikat naman na format dito sa pag-uusapan natin ay y equals mx plus b. Ito yung tandang-tanda ko nung high school ako. Kasi laging ito yung sinasabi sa amin. Anong tawag sa format na ito? Ang tawag dito ay slope-intercept form. Slope kasi yung m and y-intercept yung b. How can we graph 2x plus 3? Y equals 2x plus 3. I'm sorry. Let's start with m. As you can see, naka-format siya ng y equals mx plus b. So, ibig sabihin, yung m natin ay 2 since yung 2 ang katabi ng x. So, m equals 2, b equals 3. Malinaw ba? Values of m and b. Remember, sabi natin kanina, ang y-intercept ay kung saan dumaan ang linya sa y-axis. Alin yung part ng y-axis na nag-cross yung linya. So, pag nasa y-axis yung point, ang ibig sabihin lamang nun, ang x ay 0. Kasi hindi na siya nag-left or hindi na siya nag-right. Kaya, 0 na yung x niya. So, diniretso na natin na ang point na pinaplot natin ay 0, 3. So, nagsimula siya sa 0 ng x and umangat ng 3 steps. Yun na yung una nating point. Pag nilocate nyo na yung y-intercept, that's the first point. So, yun ang una talagang gagawin natin. Next, ang m ay rise or fall over run. Since ang ating slope ay 2, which is a whole number, naka-fraction tong rise or fall over run. So, what's the denominator of 2? The denominator of 2 is 1. Ano raw? The denominator of 2 is 1. So, 2 over 1. Ibig sabihin, ang rise ang ginamit ko kasi positive 2. So, we have 2 units upward over 1 unit to the right. So, angat ba muna tayo ng 2? 1, 2. And run once to the right. That's the next point. Kung gusto mo pa ng isa pang point, edi mag-rise ka ulit ng 2 and run again 1 time. That's another point. Hindi na ako magpo-point na napakarami dahil marami pa tayong di-discuss. So, hanggang 3 points lang. Ganun ako mag-drawing ng linya. Laging 3 points lang. Kung kailangan dagdagan, hindi dagdagan. Pero okay na yung 3 points. Yung 2 points nga lang, di ba okay na kanina? And that forms the line y equals 2x plus 3. Yan na yung graph niya. Another example, y equals 1/4 x minus 3. O, naka-format ulit siya ng y equals mx plus b. Sa akin, yun talaga una kong ginagawa. Tinitingnan ko kung anong format nung equation na binibigay. So, kung naka-standard form, edi dapat baguhin ko pa into slope-intercept form. Kasi naka-standard form siya, mas madali or mas maayos kapag naka-slope-intercept form. Alright. So, napagmasdan mo na bang mabuti alin ang M at alin ang B? So, our M is 1/4 and our B is -3. Do not forget the negative sign sa mga pinipili nating values kung may kasamang negative talaga. So, our y-intercept is -3. Ibig sabihin, ang una nating point ay nasa 0, -3. So, start ulit tayo sa 0. Pakaliwa, pa kanan, pataas, pababa. Ano ang tama? Remember, x ang una. So, 0 na yung x. Hindi tayo gagalaw from left to right or right to left. Ang galaw natin ay downward. 3 units downward. That's the first point. Then, pagka-plot natin ang intercept, let's do the rise or fall over run. Since positive ito, edi rise over run. 1 unit upward, then 4 units to the right. Then 1 unit upward again, and 4 units to the right. Let's plot the point. And let's connect these points. That is the graph of the equation y equals 1/4 x minus 3. So let's compare the graphs of y equals 2x plus 3 and y equals 1/4 x minus 3. Compare natin yung slopes nila. So ang slope ni y equals 2x plus 3 ay 2. Ibig sabihin, mas mataas yung slope niya kaysa dun sa isang equation na 1/4 lang. The higher the slope, the steeper the line is. Napansin nyo ba? Mas mataas yung 2 na slope. Kaya, kung makikita nyo in comparison with the other graph, mas nakapatayo yung linya ng y equals 2x plus 3. Yun ang sinasabi nating mataas yung slope. The lower the slope, the less steep the line is. Halos humiga naman na yung line kapag ang slope ay mababa. What if the linear equation is in standard form and not in slope-intercept form? Kasi di ba mas madali. Sa akin pala, hindi ko pala kayo dinadamay. Pero sa akin, mas dadalian talaga ako sa ilang situations na naka-slope intercept form na yung aking equation. Paano kung naka-standard form? So, ibig sabihin lang nun, kailangan mong baguhin yung equation. Kailangan mong baguhin ng format. Kailangan mong gawing slope intercept form. Yan. X plus 2y equals 5. Di ba naka-ax plus by equals siya? Ang gagawin natin dyan, we have to identify the left and the right part of the equation. Malalaman mo yung left and right part of the equation by looking at the equal sign. So, y equals mx plus b. Ang nasa left lang ng equal sign ay y. Sa paningin natin, ha? And ang nasa right lang ng equal sign ay mx plus b. So, dito sa given natin, ang nasa left ay x plus 2y. So, may kasamang iba yung y. Kailangan, y lang ang nandiyan. So, wag muna natin intindihin yung 2. Ang tatanggalin muna natin ay yung x. And how to do that? We have to add something to this equation, or should I say expression. Kailangan may i-add tayo dyan na magiging 0 ang result ng para sa x. So, halimbawa, we have to eliminate x. Di, ano bang integer or ano bang expression, ang pag inad mo sa x ay magiging 0 ang sagot. So, we have to add the additive inverse. Babaguhin lang natin yung sign ng x. We have to add negative x. Not just to the left, but also to the right. Kung anong ginawa mo sa left, gagawin mo rin sa right part of the equation. Mag-add ka man ng 1 million sa left, kailangan may additional 1 million ka rin sa right. Understand that? Bakit ulit negative x? Because we want to eliminate x. Gusto nating mawala yung x. Ay, parang hugot. Hana? Gusto nating mawala yung x dun sa equation. Sa side ng equation na yon. Hindi naman as in mawala yung x totally sa buong equation. But we want to eliminate x from the left side of the equation since y lang ang dapat matira doon. Now, x plus negative x is 0. 0 na. Pwede na nating hindi isulat. Parang inilipat lang natin yung x sa kabila pero nabago yung sign. Kaya nangyari, 2y na lang ang natira sa left ng equal sign. Then, ang natira na lang sa kabila, hindi pala natira na lang, no? Kasi nadagdagan nga yung nasa kabila. So, ang natira sa kabila ay negative x plus 5. Ba't naman nag-divide by 2? It's because kailangan y lang ang nasa kaliwa. And since ang ginamit na operation to have 2y ay multiplication, kailangan naman ay multiplicative inverse naman ang lalagay natin, hindi additive inverse. Dapat malinaw yun ha. Additive inverse ang ginagamit kung addition and subtraction yung nakikita nyong operation. But pag multiplication na nakikita nyong operation, we will use the multiplicative inverse. Ano naman yung multiplicative inverse? Wow, ang dami ko nang sinasabi, di ba? So, kaya nga sinabi ko rin sa intro kanina na lahat ng tungkol sa linear equation ang ating pag-aaralan. Back to the question na ano yung multiplicative inverse. Ito yung kapag minultiply mo sa isang number, ang magiging equivalent nila ay 1. So, si 2, minultiply siya sa 1/2. Meaning, dinivide din siya sa 2. So, gawin mo na lang, pag nakita mo kung ano yung numerical coefficient na katabi ng y, doon mo na i-divide yung expression. Katulad yan, 2y. Anong numerical coefficient ng y? 2. Di-divide mo na lang sa 2. Actually, pinag-aralan nyo na rin to noon. Nire-review ko lang at pinaliliwanag pa rin para sa mga bata or para sa ilan sa inyo na nakalimutan na. Sana all nakakalimot na ng nakaraan. Joke lang. Yan ang nakaraan na hindi nyo dapat lilimutin dahil napakahalaga talaga niyan sa ating pag-aaral. So, 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. 1 times y is just y. Kaya yan, y is equal to negative x over 2 or negative 1 of x plus 5 over 2. Or, kung pagsasamahin lang natin, that's simply negative x plus 5 over 2. So, pinakita lang natin na bawat isa sa x and 5 ay dinidivide sa 2. Hindi siya in x lang. What's our slope? Our slope is negative 1/2. And our b is 5/2. Let's graph. Sabi natin kanina, ang slope ay negative 1/2. At ang y-intercept natin ay 0, 2.5. 2.5 yung sagot pag dinivide mo yung 5 sa 2. So, hanapin na natin si 0, 2, and 1/2. Let's start with the 0. And wala tayong movement from left to right. dahil 0 yung x. So, pababa or paakyat na tayo. Since positive yan, we will go upward. So, 2.5. Doon natin nilagay sa pagitan ng 2 and 3. Since meron tayong and a half na sinasabi. Yan na ang una nating point. Laging ganun yung process pag-graphing ha, ng y equals mx plus b. Uunahin nyo yung b and lolocate nyo lang siya sa y-axis. Yun na yung unang point. To get the other point, you have to use the slope. Negative ang slope natin, meaning fall ang gagawin natin. So, isang unit downward. Yan. Diba yung 2.5, pag minus mo na isa, 1.5. Kaya nasa gitna naman ng 2 and 1. Then, yun yung fall. Ang run natin ay 2. Dahil nag-fall na, di na natin kailangang pumunta sa left para maging negative kasi negative na nga yung fall. So, magpupunta tayo sa right. 2 units to the right. Charan! And that's our second point. Gusto ko pa na isang point, kaya I again fell 1 unit downward and 2 units to the right. So that's it. That's the line or the graph of the linear equation x plus 2y equals 5. Natututo ba mag-graph? Pwede mong ulit-ulitin ang part na to kung nalilito ka pa rin. Here are more examples of changing equation in the form ax plus by equals c to y equals mx plus b. Hindi na natin i-graph. Ko-convert lang natin. So, 3x plus 4y equals 8. We have to eliminate 3x so that 4y will remain on the left side of the equation. So, we added negative 3x. Negative 3x plus 3x equals 0. So, what remained in the left part of the equation is 4y. Yun lang ang natira. And sa right side, naging negative 3x plus 8. O di ba parang nililipat lang talaga yung gusto mong i-eliminate. Nililipat mo lang sa kabilang side, tapos binabago mo lang yung sign. So kung napapagod kayo dun sa ginagawa natin na sulat ng ganyan, you can do that. Ilipat nyo lang yung variable na yon or yung expression na yon from one side to another. But make sure, kapag inilipat nyo ng lampas sa equal sign, yun lang ang time na nagbabago ang sign nung monomial. So, katulad yan, 3x. Pag nilipat sa kabila, lumampas na yun ng equal sign. Kaya naging negative 3x. Now, gusto ko y lang, kaya dinivide ko sa 4. At yung kabila rin dapat divided by 4. Silang lahat dapat. E di 4 divided by 4 equals 1. Y is equal to negative 3x plus 8 over 4. Pwede rin paghiwalayin yan. Y is equal to negative 3x over 4. And 8 over 4. Since 8 divided by 4 is 2, ayan na po yung ating equation. Then here, kindly watch how the equation is transformed into y equals mx plus b. So again, tatanggalin natin si 10x, hindi lang si 10 ha. So let's add negative 10x to both sides of the equation. 10x plus negative 10x is 0. So the equation now became 3y equals negative 10x plus 2. And we only want y, so we will divide by 3. Since wala na tayong masisimplify dyan, then y is equal to negative 10x plus 2 all over 3. So meaning m is negative 10 over 3, the y-intercept is 2/3. Here's another example. So we add negative 16. That is 0. 9y is equal to negative 16x plus 40. Divide both sides by 9. The answer is y equals negative 16x plus 40 all over 9. What about if we will change y equals mx plus b to ax plus by equals c? Parang mas madali ito. Ibig sabihin, ang nasa left dapat ay may x and may y. So, tatanggalin naman natin yung x from the right side. Dapat mapunta siya sa left side. E di, let's add negative 3x para malipat siya sa kabila. And 3x plus negative 3x is 0. Natira na lang sa right ay negative 3. Tapos parang lumipat si 3x sa kabila. It became negative 3x plus y equals negative 3. That's ax plus by equals c na. O, diba? Wala siyang ganong pakialam kung may numerical coefficient pa ba si y. Let's see another example. Y equals negative x plus 7. E di tatanggalin natin si negative x yan. Magiging positive x ang i-add mo. And that will become 0. And the equation is now x plus y equals 7. Mas madali, di ba? Ito, may fraction. Y equals 2/3 x plus 2. Tatanggalin lang din natin si 2/3 x dyan sa right. Magiging add negative 2/3 x. So that is 0. And parang nilipat lang natin si 2/3 x sa left side of the equation that it became negative 2/3 x. So our equation now became negative 2/3 x plus y equals 2. So naka-ax plus by equals c na siya. It's just that it would be better kung walang fraction sa ating equation. Di katulad sa y equals mx plus b na okay lang na naka-fraction kasi si m ay talaga namang dapat naka-fraction, di ba? Dahil nga rise over run. But here, for the format ax plus by equals c, kailangan wala tayong fraction. So we will multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD of the fractions included in the equation. Since 2/3 lang or negative 2/3 lang yung ating fraction, so we have to multiply both sides of the equation by the denominator of that fraction. We will multiply both sides by 3 as shown in that presentation. So, negative 2/3 x plus y times 3 and 3 times 2. That cancels, or that makes 3 divided by 3 equal to 1. That's why what remained is negative 2x. Then 3 times y is 3y. And 3 times 2 is 6. Look, it's better, right? So the final equation is negative 2x plus 3y equals 6. What if we just need the linear equation and not the graph? Paano nga naman kung linear equation lang yung hinihingi sa atin, hindi yung graph? Pero may mga given sa atin na information. We have 4 ways to have the equation of the line. 1, given the slope and y-intercept. 2, given the slope and a point. 3, given 2 points. And 4, given the x and y-intercepts. If we have been given the slope and y-intercept, like this, slope is 2, y-intercept is negative 3, we will be using the format y equals mx plus b. Siyempre, slope at y-intercept ang given. So we will just use the slope-intercept form. We will replace m and b. The value of m is 2 and the value of b is negative 3. And that's how simple it is. That's the equation for that given. Y equals 2x minus 3. What if the slope is 1/2 and the y-intercept is 0, 4? Or just 4? Y equals mx plus b again. Then replace m by 1/2 and replace b by 4. And that's it. That's the equation for that given. Ito yung isa sa mga pinaka-paborito ko kasi ito yung pinakamadali para sa akin. Now, if we have been given the slope and a point, mahirap gamitin ang y equals mx plus b. So, let's find the equation of the line whose slope is negative 1 and passes through 5, negative 3. O, diba? Medyo mahirap kasi kailangan mo ng slope tsaka y-intercept. Dahil mahirap yan, ito yung gagamitin natin na formula. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. So, ang papalitan lang natin na values dyan ay yung colored na pink. So, y sub 1, m, tsaka x sub 1. Yung m, alam nyo na slope yun, di ba? So, saan naman manggagaling si y sub 1 and x sub 1? Siyempre, manggagaling yan dun sa point. So, x sub 1 is 5, y sub 1 is negative 3. So, papalit natin yung lahat dito. Y minus negative 3 equals negative 1 times the quantity x minus 5. Since we have minus the negative sign, it's like negative times negative, so it becomes positive. Y plus 3 is equal to negative 1 times x plus negative 1 times negative 5. We multiplied negative 1 by each of the components of the ones in the parentheses. So y plus 3 is equal to negative x plus 5. Wait, there's more. We have to remove negative 3 here, especially if we will express the equation in slope-intercept form. We have to remove 3 there. Y equals negative x plus 2, since 5 plus negative 3 is 2. Another example. Find the equation of the line whose slope is 2 and passes through the point negative 1, 2. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. That's our formula again for problems asking us for equation of a line, but it just gave us a slope and a point. Again, x sub 1 is negative 1 and y sub 1 is positive 2. So let's replace the variables here with those values. So y minus 2 is equal to 2 times x minus negative 1. So nagkatabi na naman si minus at si negative, kaya magiging plus yon. So y minus 2 is equal to 2 times the quantity x plus 1. Naka-quantity na naman, so we will multiply 2 by x and we will multiply 2 by 1. That's it. So y minus 2 is equal to 2x plus 2. Again, we have to remove negative 2 from the side of y. So let's add positive 2. And y is equal to 2x plus 4. What if we were given 2 points? Find the equation of the line passing through 2, 5 and negative 2, 3. So wala yung slope And how can we now have the equation of the line kung wala yung slope? Igagraph ko ba yan? What should I do? So we can still use that pala. We can still use that formula. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. But how? Whoa, meaning you have to get the formula for m. Since we have the x and the y coordinates, kaya nating kunin ang m. So, yan yung mga re-replace nating values. Y minus 5 is equal to 3 minus 5 all over negative 2 minus 2 multiplied by x minus 2. So, nakikita nyo ba yung substitution na nangyari? So, y minus 5 is equal to 3 minus negative 5 is negative 2. Kaya yan. And then negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4. Then simplifying 2/4, we now have y minus 5 is equal to 1/2 multiplied by x plus 1/2 multiplied by negative 2. Y minus 5 is equal to 1/2 x plus 1 times negative 1. As you can see, we divided negative 2 by 2. That's why it became negative 1. Y minus 5 is equal to 1/2 x minus 1. Then we will eliminate negative 5 on this side. So add positive 5. The equation is now y is equal to 1/2 x plus 4. Another. That's the formula. And we will just replace the values with this. So, y plus 2, naging plus again. Dahil dun sa minus and negative. O lahat pala sila naging plus. So, y plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 2, that's 4. And then negative 2 plus 1, negative 1. X plus 1. Now, we have y plus 2 is equal to negative 4 times x plus 1. Y plus 2 is equal to negative 4 times x plus negative 4 times 1. So, y plus 2 is equal to negative 4x minus 4. Let's add negative 2. And y is equal to negative 4x minus 6. Given the x and y intercepts, para rin siyang using 2 points or given 2 points. Basta alam mo lang na pag sinabi nating x-intercept, yun na yung value ng x. Then, yung y niya ay 0. Pag sinabi namang y-intercept, yun na yung value ng y. Then, ang kapartner niyang value na x ay 0. Ganun lang. Then, you just follow the steps like the formula y equals mx plus b. So, y equals, yan, kunin mo lang yung slope. So, 2 minus 0 equals 2. And 0 minus negative 3 is 0 plus 3. So, y equals 2/3 x plus 2. Naka-slope intercept form siya. Pero kaya mo rin namang gawing ax plus by equals c yun. Depende sa kung anong hinihingi sa iyo. So, the x-intercept is 2 and the y-intercept is negative 6. Actually, may tinuturo ang module nyo na ibang way kasi may isa pa siyang formula for this. Pero, yun nga, I chose to use the same formula, y equals mx plus b, para lang di na kayo malito. Or same formula ng slope, para hindi na kayo malito. Yan. So, again, ginamit yung formula ng slope and nag-substitute tayo. So, y equals 3x minus 6. Dahil Nag-divide tayo ng negative 6 by negative 2.